Yo, what is good, you guys? This is Marl from the Project Lamb Life, and today we have a look at what I consider to be an ultimate sleeper sneaker with the ASICS Gel Kayano 14 in collaboration with Atmos and Under My Car. What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. We are back with a new sneaker, and this, I gotta say, is something pretty different. Now, just for context, this is my first ever Gel Kayano 14 sneaker, and so everything that I will be saying today is gonna be based on my first look and feel of this sneaker. Now, there has been a rising trend with old running sneakers since last year, and let me tell you guys, the hype is not slowing down anytime soon. With ASICS gaining more and more popularity with their old retro sneakers such as the Gel Kayano 14s and the GT2160s, there is some gaining hype growing around these sneakers, and that is the reason why there are some silhouettes, some colorways of this particular sneaker getting sold out. Now, this sneaker in particular is a double collaboration between Atmos and the brand Under My Car. Now, we all know what Atmos is, being a sneaker and streetwear retailer, but what is Under My Car? Based on my research, Under My Car is a fashion and clothing brand from South Korea. And taking a look over at their website, what I can see is that they primarily do a lot of streetwear and techwear. Now, that makes perfect sense as to how their collaboration turned out with this sneaker here. For this silhouette, it is called the black and silver colorway. However, there did come one other sneaker that came alongside this, and that was named the pepper colorway. But out of the two sneakers, I did like this one more just because of its colors, but that does not mean that I did not like both colorways, because they were both fire. The one thing that you guys need to know about the Gel Kayano 14s is that this used to be a running sneaker way back when it was first introduced in 2008. However, in recent times, it has transformed more into a lifestyle sneaker. Now, getting down to the review, let's start off first with the shoebox that it came with. Now, as you can see, we have the normal brown box that most ASICS sneakers come in. We got the ASICS branding at the top, and over at the size tag, we can see the model of the shoe. So it does say Gel Kayano 14, and the official colorway of the sneaker is black/pure silver. And I managed to get my true to size 13 US. And finally, getting down into the shoes, this is the Under My Car and Atmos ASICS Gel Kayano 14 in the pure silver and black colorway. Now, I was fortunate enough to get this shoe for retail over at the Atmos website. It was actually a raffle back then, and I did manage to get my shoe to size 13. However, checking their website recently, I still happen to see some smaller sizes available. And so if you guys want this now, I would suggest that you guys check on it now. Now, from a general perspective, I do see a lot of subtle Y2K vibes coming from this just because of that glossy silver, and it does have that chunky look. Now, starting off with the upper, the base is primarily comprised of this really nice breathable mesh material in black, very reminiscent of the old runner sneakers were made back then. Now, running around the toe cap, we do have some glossy overlays on the mudguard, and it may not be easily visible in camera, but the color of this overlay is actually in a dark navy/indigo color. I am kind of leaning more into indigo, but for you guys it may be some dark navy shade. Now, moving up, we do see more of that black mesh making up the tongue, and above it we do have some oval black shoelaces that weave through this silver eye stay. We are given an extra set of shoelaces if we want to change the shoelaces of this sneaker, and it comes in this nice plastic bag. Now again, it might not be visible on camera, but the shade of the shoelaces is actually in indigo, and taking a look closer, you could actually see some 3M on it. Now, taking a look over at the top of the tongue, we do have a patch of the ASICS branding in black, silver, and indigo. Now, taking a look over at the lateral side of the sneaker, we do have the ASICS logo in black, outlined in silver, and moving our eyes to the end, we have the silver paneling, and at the middle of that, we have the Gel Kayano 14 text printed on in black. Switching things over to the medial side. The medial side looks similar to the lateral with only the Gel Kayano 14 text replaced, with 4 black ovals on the silver paneling on both ends of the shoe. Now moving our eyes over to the back of the shoe, we do have this indigo heel cup with the gel text embossed around this silver outline. Now gel is ASIC's own cushioning technology and it can be seen on most of their sneakers. Now moving our eyes over to the inside of the shoe, we do have a gray sock liner and back of the tongue, and from feel it is similar to the Nike Vomero 5s. And taking a look over at the insole, we do have an Ortholite insole in gray with the ASICS branding printed on in black. And now moving our eyes over to the midsole of the sneaker, we do get some different materials. First, the black feels like some very responsive mold cushion, and again might not be properly seen on camera, but we have the gel cushioning in indigo. And now finally getting down into the outsole, we do have the Gel Kayano 14 outsole. The forefoot and heel portions come in shades of black, silver, and gray. And right over at the midfoot, we have a hard silver plastic material, which could feel like a shank for support since this used to be a running shoe. Oh, and one thing before I almost forget is that we actually get something extra for this sneaker. And it comes in this metal plate. And from what I read, it can be attached to the upper eyelet of the shoe. But taking a look at the Atmos website, they said that, and I quote, "As a novelty, a metal plate featuring the logos of UNDERMYCAR and Atmos can be attached to the upper eyelet. This adds a unique design element characteristic of UNDERMYCAR's commitment to blending street and high-end styles." So basically that is something different. I have not seen that in any shoe yet, and I am pretty interested in trying this shoe just because I do feel like having this on your Gel Kayano 14s is just gonna set you apart from all other Gel Kayano 14s, and it's just gonna add a little bit more depth to the shoe. Now overall, there is a lot to be said about this sneaker, and you get a lot for what you pay for. Now with this sneaker retailing for 9,890 pesos here in the Philippines, what I can say is that this is not a bad runner sneaker, especially if you're trying to find some Nike Vomero 5 alternative. And now boiling down into the most important question of it all, sizing. How does the Gel Kayano 14 fit? Now again, what I can say is that I pretty much have a pretty standard foot. My foot is not too wide nor too narrow, and a size 13 fits me pretty well. And that is what I would recommend, is that for you to stick true to your size. Now with all that being covered, let's finally put these on feet and see how they look. Okay, we are back, and I hope that you guys enjoyed that little review and on-feet portion. Now, if you are new here, please do subscribe if you are into fashion, sneakers, and travel, and give this video a thumbs up if you found this review helpful. It really helps a lot and it goes a long way. But with that, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Once again, this has been Marl from the Project Limelight, reminding you guys to always keep safe out there, and God bless.